Hey guys, I'm back at the trails walking. Been out here for about an hour and a half. Beautiful, beautiful day. It was about 62 when we started. Now it's probably like 71. But I'm sweating because I've been walking a while. But it's been a great, great morning. Out here with my best. Ava, say hi to everybody. She said hi. She's out in front doing her thing. Trying to get her nice and wore out so she has a lot of energy. So at home she's constantly follows me everywhere, right on my lap, always wanting to play. Got a lot of energy. She's still young, but I love it. But I'm just not as young as I used to be, you know what I mean? So I don't know where do these trails go? I'm confused. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple different things. First thing I want to talk about is the little things in life. Now, we all know, a new car, bigger house, new TV, toys like four-wheelers, dirt bikes, street bikes, appliances, new appliances. They're like few and far between. And they make us extremely happy, but we don't get them every day. So you got to create happiness every day. I used to be a very negative person, very, very negative. And had a lot of stuff going on back then. And I just decided, and I didn't decide to, I just had enough of it. And I just decided, that's it. I got to start looking at the positives, not the negatives. Gina taught me a lot of that. Gina was very good at manifesting and for all the pain and suffering she went through, she was very positive. Because if I was in that position, she was very strong. She's probably the strongest, most positive person I've ever met. So I decided to honor her in the best way I know how to right now and just be as positive as I can be. And look at the gifts that God gives us every day. I mean, I'm out here on a beautiful day on the trails with my best friend. And it only cost me a couple dollars in gas. And I'm having such a great time. I'm out here talking to you fine folks. Connecting with the world. I hear voices. Okay. So the only reason I say that is because I don't have Ava on a leash and I don't want her running after anybody. Let's go this way. I don't want to run into them. I don't know where this trail goes, but anyway. Ava doesn't really see people. So anybody that comes over my house, which is rare, like the maintenance man, or she just goes nuts. So she's not, but out in public, she just passed by somebody and not even think twice about it. But I have her leash in my pocket. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Just focusing on positives. And it's not hard to do. It is not hard to do at all. Like when I get done here today, I gotta go get a money order to pay my rent. So I'll probably go and stop at McDonald's and get something for lunch. It's another thing to look forward to. Now, I don't eat fast food much. First of all, it's too expensive. Second of all, it's like all the stuff they put in their food is like, what is it? I can't even pronounce half of the words. But today I don't care. Probably get me a Big Mac meal. So I got that to look forward to. And I'm off today. Go home, eat my meal, watch some TV, hang out with Ava. Drink another cup of coffee later on. Maybe take a nap. I got hit after hit after hit. And the hits are just going to keep on coming. And that's the type of stuff that you have to make yourself happy about. I'm off today. I worked hard all weekend because I was off Friday. But I worked my butt off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll be working my butt off again tomorrow and Thursday. So a nap, I deserve it. You deserve it. If you're off today, go take you a nap later. Oh, they're so good. I love a nap. But sometimes I got to admit, my naps turn into like slumbers. Like I'll go lay down at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And like, all right, I'll get up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Next thing you know, it's like dark outside. I'm like, what? What happened? But who cares? What else did I have to do? You know what I mean? I didn't have to go to work. I was off. So if I sleep longer, so what? I had a good dream. I had a weird dream last night. I dreamed I was in Hollywood, California. I was in California. And I lived in California when I was in 7th or 8th grade, San Diego. My ex-stepfather was in the Navy, so that's where we were at. And California is a different feel. Like Alabama's hot and humid. But California was like dry and arid. It was cool. I liked it. But this dream was really cool. I liked it. You know how you wake up, you're still kind of sleepy? So I still was feeling the dream. I was still like in that, but the dream wasn't like the actual California. But I liked the dream better. But anyway, I know it's kind of crazy. But sometimes don't you wish you could go back to sleep and continue that dream? I've done that before. You have to go back to sleep and be thinking about that dream. Sometimes it works. It's worked for me a few times. But anyway, back to creating happiness. You just gotta think about your day and what makes you happy. That doesn't cost an arm and a leg, and just do it. If you like drinking coffee, drink coffee. Have an extra cup. If you like taking a nap, take a nap. If you like whatever. If you like watching certain shows, watch them. I mean, you got nothing. If you ain't got to be at work, or you don't have some pressing engagement, and you just got some time to kill, do what you want to do, what makes you happy. As long as it's not harmful, you're not hurting anyone, just do it. Who cares what people say? Like everybody knows that I work with, I drink coffee like a fiend. I'm not even going to lie to you. I probably drink 5 to 7 cups a day. I drink 2 in the morning. I come home for lunch, drink another one. Drink 2 when I get home. So that's 5 right there. And then on days off, I probably drink 2 more. I mean, they're not huge cups. I got the cup in my pocket. It's like a 12 ounce. But I just love it. It makes me happy. It's delicious. And why not? But if you like drinking a beer, I don't drink. I went through a period where I did, and it didn't work out well. I didn't get in no DI. I didn't drive drunk or nothing. It just didn't. I was just an asshole. I used to be a happy drunk. Years ago. But I mean, I drank once in a blue moon then, but I would always be a happy drunk. But then I just started being like, not violent, but just an asshole. So I stopped. And I don't really care to drink. I'm not looking down on anybody that does. I understand it. I got friends that drink a 6-pack every day after work. Some of them have a case. More power to you. They're not bothering nobody. They're not driving drunk. They're not being violent. Do what they do. Whatever makes you happy, do it. So I guess I'll go this way. So just create your own happiness. If you got, if there's hobbies that you want to take up, do it. Don't be that person like I used to be that sits around and dreams and lives vicariously through other people. Like I loved watching drone videos. So one day I just said, you know what, I'm going to get me a drone. And I did. I got a DJI Neo. So for people that, like me, that didn't have any drone experience, you don't have to have a license. It's very easy to operate, has a camera on it. I just have to figure out how to put sound with the video. I have it with me today, but it's, as you can see, it's so wooded in here, you can't really fly it. It does have a setting. I have the controls where, you know, the remote where I could, but it does have a setting, you push a button and it'll follow you. But it's kind of loud. So, I'll probably fly that sometime today. But if you guys have hobbies that you want to do, just do them. Don't be that person that just sits around and, like I was, and like, oh, one day. Make that day today. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody. You know? I want an e-bike. And, you know, sometimes I'll talk myself out of stuff. Like, oh, if I get an e-bike, Ava won't be able to keep up with me. It won't be fun for her. But I don't have to ride it when she's with me. I could ride it whenever. Anyway, I try to talk myself out of stuff. I'm trying to get out of that. That's my worst, one of my worst things, is talking myself out of things. It's too expensive, I can't afford it. You know, that type of stuff. Just do what you love. And create your own happiness. So we're only here, time is short. You notice how fast time is these days? I don't know if it's because I'm older, but time just flies by now. I mean, Gina had been gone almost, it'll be 2 years next month. Isn't that crazy? And sometimes it feels like it was a month ago. But other times it feels like it was 5 years ago. But time does fly. I hear a lot of people saying that. So, got to get out there and do it while you can. If you want a dog, get you a dog. Don't worry about, well, I got to clean up after it. I don't want to, you know, have to walk them every day. You know, just get up and do it. You know, if you have a backyard, you just let them out back. But you have a companion for a while, a long time. I just wish dogs lived as long as we did. Wow, look at all these cars here. I mean, it's not a whole lot. It's 5 of us here. That's my car right there, that first one. Somebody's riding. You're allowed to ride your bikes here. So it has to be, well, if it's an e-bike, it has to be the pedal assist. It can't be the one with the little, I don't know who's going to check. I mean, there ain't no guards here, but it has to be pedal assist. So they must have their bikes here. Let me put my coffee cup up. One more place before I go. Because what time is it? 10 o'clock. So I'm trying to time this where they're serving lunch. I don't want breakfast. I want a Big Mac combo. You know how you just got your mind set on something and nothing else will do? Well, that's me. No, it's really windy. I don't know if I want to fly the drone. It is really windy. Because I like flying it high, and when it's windy and it gets too high, it starts giving you a warning. Like strong wind advisory. So, it acts a little funny. So, I'm going to walk a little bit longer. And another thing I wanted to talk about was the way time does fly. I hear a lot of people saying it. I've seen a lot of videos where people, things are just weird these days. Things are just so strange, crazy. I mean, all these wars going on, and just all this, like Venezuela and us, and then, you know, Ukraine, Russia, and India, and Pakistan, and Israel, and it's just crazy. It's a crazy time. If you would have told me back in the 70s and 80s when I was a kid and a teenager that the state of the world in 2025 was going to be like this, I would never have believed. I would have been like, I would have thought there'd been peace on earth by then. You know? I would have thought, you know, did you ever watch movies or whatever, TV shows, and it's like a period piece, like set in a certain time period, like maybe the 1910s or 20s or 8, and people could just go to different countries and not have to worry about anything, like not have to worry about being persecuted or unalived. Like you could just go there and everything was cool. You can't do that these days. And it shouldn't be like that. The world should be where you go where you want to go. I'm not saying like go there and live there. I'm just saying you should be able to go visit wherever you want to go visit. And if you want to go live there, do it the right way. Like all the immigrants coming here. If you want to live here, then do it the right way. Don't just come over here and do it the right way. Why do you want to look over your shoulder the rest of your life? Because you could come over here illegally, get a decent job, pretty cool place to live, and finally start making something, and all of a sudden you get caught and deported and you lose everything. Do it the right way. You don't have to worry about that. That's all I'm saying. Live and let live. I don't mind people coming here in peace, as long as they're not like terrorists or drug mules or dealers. Just you come here and do it the right way, so everything that you build doesn't come tumbling down when you get caught. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that, but I'm on an old road that used to be a road. It's not a road anymore. I mean, it's still a road, but they closed it off, so you can walk down it. Anyway, about time flying. And the way the world is, it's just so weird. Natural disasters everywhere. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis, volcanoes, fires. It's crazy. People saying the rapture's coming September 23rd, and it's just a crazy world. Time's just flying by. Sometimes I'm glad I'm 57 and don't have that much longer on this earth, because this earth is crazy. You didn't have to worry about stuff like this in the 70s and 80s, even in the 90s. I mean, I was a teenager in the 80s. All I had to worry about was, when the new Def Leppard tape was coming out. You know what I mean? And here's another thing. It's off the wall, but why is it that guys were embarrassed to say that they liked George Michael or Michael Jackson or Duran Duran back in the 80s? But today, it's like, Gina got tickets for us to see Duran Duran back in 2015 in Camden, New Jersey. It was awesome. Simon Le Bon got on there. He was about to sing "I'm Hungry Like the Wolf." It was, me and Gina would always do this and fun, like not make fun of him, but he got on there and he goes, "You know what time it is? It's time to eat your meatloaf and mashed potatoes and be hungry like the wolf." And he started singing it. And we thought, yeah, Simon's getting a little old, but it was an awesome concert. It was an outdoor concert. But I love Duran Duran. It was one of the things that brought me and Gina together. And we both found out we loved Duran Duran. But back in the 80s, I never would have admitted that. In the 80s, I was like, yeah, I like Rush and Van Halen and, Ronnie James Dio and blah, blah, blah. But The Police, U2. But I would never admit to loving George Michael's music and, even Howard Jones and people I love Howard Jones' music. I love it all. You can't name an 80s group I don't love or a singer. I love them all. 70s, love that music too. I love them all. But back then, you couldn't really admit it. People would make fun of you. Especially when I lived in Massachusetts for a while. Especially there, boy, they were like rock. I lived in Fall River and Westport. Like Westport was right next to it. And they had, it was the first time that I rode a bus, they had a stereo on the bus. And they would play rock music. That's where I heard Ronnie James Dio for the first time. Rainbow in the Dark. Oh, that song was the best. And this guy was older. He was probably like in his 50s. But he looked like, back then people looked older. He would play that music every time we went to school and came home. And I was First one picked up, last one dropped off, so I got to hear a lot of music. But it was awesome. But you didn't have to worry about craziness like you did. Maybe because I was a kid and didn't have to really worry about all that. Maybe that's what it was. Let me know in the comments. Was it because I was a kid and I was not thinking about all that and watching all that? Or was it just the times you didn't have to worry about anything? Let me know in the comments. Because that's something that does, a question that does cross my mind is like, was it a time of peace that you didn't have to worry about? Well, you really didn't. You didn't hear about terrorist attacks here. You heard about, the earthquake, of course, of '89 in Oakland because it was during the World Series, but it was a lot simpler time, I guess. Just let me know in the comments. I'm going uphill. What else, guys, will we talk about? Well, I guess that's about it. I'm trying to see how much time I've been on here. 21 minutes. I'll turn around in a minute. But, all right, so we covered that. What do you guys think about what's going on with us in Venezuela? You think there's ulterior motives there, or you think we're there because of what they're really saying? There's a lizard running over there. Try to do I'm gonna turn this into a Steve Irwin type show. Crikey, mate, she's a beaut. Look at her run. Now there was a lizard over here. Gina was petrified of lizards. Oh my God, you couldn't get her. You couldn't even get her to look at a lizard. When I'm in here's, give you a little. Beautiful out. Blue skies. That's Sweet Home Alabama where the skies are so blue. Well, there you go. There's your proof. They are so blue. Cobwebs all over my phone. I've ran through so many cobwebs. All right, I'm going to walk back. Call this a day. There's Ava behind me. So I go do my stuff in town. Go home. Some new shows ought to be starting soon. I love watching, what do you guys watch? Let me know in the comments what kind of shows you guys watch. I like watching Paramount. I get Tracker. I love that show. That should be coming out soon. And of course, like Yellowstone, 1923, 1883, all them shows I like. Landman, I can't wait for that to come back. What's the other one? Mayor of Kingstown, love that show. Outlander. Gina got me hooked on Outlander. Oh, there's a bunch of shows I like watching. But it's just so hard to keep all those streaming channels. Like, it adds up. By the time you pay for Hulu and Paramount and Stars and what's the other one that begins with a P? It's not Paramount, it's the other one. Anyway, by the time you pay for all those, you're paying like $100 and something a month. So I canceled all of them except for Paramount and Stars because I was watching Outlander at the time. I had it. Oh, and I was watching Raising Kanan. I love that show too. So, because I loved Power and Tommy. If you guys know, why don't you know? And Tommy should be coming back soon. I love that show too. But should be a lot of, it's the fall is when everything comes out. So, got some good TV coming up. It's a great time of the year coming up. Love fall. It's my favorite time of the year. Autumn. I actually took a vacation for the week of October 25th. So it'll be that Monday all the way, all week to Halloween. My favorite part of the year. I love the changing, the leaves changing, the crisp air. I hate it. It's hot. It's just too hot in here in the summer. I get depressed around April, May, because I know with the cool air is going to be gone, and it's going to be hot as heck. So I love the fall. But I just, one season before I go, I want to go. And I know I lived in Massachusetts as a, for a couple years when I was a teenager. And I grew up in New Jersey. But I just want to go to New England one more time before I go and experience the foliage and all that. There's a guy I watch, Trent the Traveler. He has a custom van that he drives around the country and does videos. He's a really good video. He's a very good creator. He's really good. And he drives around with his dog, Millie. Millie kind of looks like Ava, but Millie's bigger, a little bit bigger, not much. But he has a kitchen in his van, gaming system, and a bed. He just got a new van, a black 4-wheel drive, that he's showing videos of him building that out. But I would love to do what he does. But you have to have the freedom to do what he does, and you have to have the, like, he knows how to edit, he knows how to do everything. He's like a beast at doing all that. He makes great videos. So I got a lot to learn. And I would love to do that. Just get a camper and just go make videos and go experience everything before I go. Because I moved around so much. I probably moved in my life. I wrote it down one time. I lost track at like 76. That's how many times I've moved. But you get used to it after a while. I heard Johnny Depp was in an interview and said the same thing. You get used to it. So when you're living in a place too long, like a couple years goes by, you get anxious, you get antsy, you want to go. You're ready to go for a change. You're ready for a new experience, a change of scenery. And it means everything. Where you live, what state you live in, everything. You just want to do something different. And I do. But, you have to have the financial freedom to be able to do that, and I'm not there. Not even close to being there. Just keeping it real. So anyway, I'm almost back at my car. So I will see you guys on the next video. Please like and subscribe. Help me get that camper and travel the country and bring you more videos from other states. Alright guys, have a great day. And I'll see you on the next video.